Hello dear student, in Unit 7, first lesson 1, I'm going to talk about question tag with be, okay? We have question tags in general, but in this lesson I'm just going to talk about question tag with be. What's be? I mean verb to be, okay? Let's see what's question tag and what's the uses of question tag. The uses. Question tags come at the end of the sentence, okay? So first of all, you have to know that question tag or tag questions, there is no difference between them, come at the end of a sentence, okay? Just come at the end of the sentence. We can use question tag when we are sure about something and we expect someone to agree with us, okay? So it has two uses or two recognizing point. First of all, question tags come at the end of the sentence, and we can use question tag when we are sure about something. For example, I say something that I am sure about it, and I am expecting to someone else to agree with me or agree with us, okay? That is uses of the question tag. I am going to say something, or I said something, and I am sure about my speech, my talk, okay? But I am expecting to you or someone else to agree with my point. That's why we use tag question. And we have now some changes, okay? Let's see what are the changes that it has happened to the question tag. First of all, is became what? Isn't. Okay, are became what? Aren't. Was became what? Wasn't. And where became weren't. These are called the verb to be's. Okay, is are verb to be in present, and was were are verb to be in past form. Okay, so they are changing to is to isn't, are to aren't, was and wasn't, were and weren't, and also vice versa. Okay, also isn't became is, aren't became are, wasn't became was, weren't became were. Okay, they are those changes that we are needed in question tags. Okay, let's see in examples. Okay, look, it is my brother, isn't it? It is my brother, isn't it? This is a sentence. Let's see which one is the statement and which one is the tag or question tag. This one is the statement. It is my brother. And this one is the tag, isn't it? Okay. This is my brother. And I'm going to say, isn't it? So I am sure this is my brother. But I am expecting to you to be agree with me. That's why I'm using question tag. And I say, it is my brother, isn't it? So the yellow one is the statement and the green one is the question tag. Another one that we have, we are next, aren't we? We are next, aren't we? So this one is the statement and this one is the tag. So you have to be careful about that. As I said, it comes always at the end of the sentence. Another one, he is a student. He is a student, isn't he? This one a statement again, and this one is the tag. He is a student, isn't he? It was a good film, wasn't it? It was a good film, wasn't it? So this one again is the statement, and also this one is the tag, or we can say the question tag. Another one I have, they were surprised, weren't they? This one is the statement, and this one is the tag question. They were surprised, weren't they? He was happy, wasn't he? He was happy, wasn't he? First of all, I'm going to tell you that. Also, I'm going to show you in the next slide why they are negative. As I said, because are going to be what? To be aren't. And simply, if our statement is positive, if our statement here, as you see, we are next, aren't we? And all of that sentences, if our statement is positive, the question tag will become negative. And after the statement, we have comma. As you see, we have comma. After the comma, we will look at the verb to be. Now we have are, which is positive, and I'm going to change to aren't. As I showed you, are became what? Aren't. Or I will just add not to them. And after the aren't, if I change it, I will rewrite the subject, which is we. So it became what? We are student, aren't we? If you look to all the sentence, they follow the same procedure that I said. For example, this one again. They were surprised, weren't they? Again, where the statement is positive. And I have where. Where became what? Weren't. And also they, I will rewrite they as it is. So it became weren't they. We cannot say they were surprised, were they? They were surprised, were they? This is wrong. So if our statement is positive, the tag question became negative. If our statement is negative, the tag question became positive. Let's see in the next slide. Also, as I said, this statement and this one is the tag question. Tag question 2. Be careful now here. If the statement verb is affirmative, or we can say positive, there is no difference. If the statement verb is affirmative, the tag verb is negative. So if our statement is affirmative or positive, the tag verb is negative. If the statement is negative, the tag verb is affirmative. So they are vice versa. If our statement is positive, the tag question is negative. If our statement is negative, the tag verb is affirmative. Look, the rope will hold me. This rope will hold me. Wanted. As you see here, this one is positive. Okay, this one is positive, and this one is negative. As I said, if our statement is affirmative, the tag question became what? Negative. And also vice versa. Look, this one. You won't talk for too long, will you? You won't talk for too long, will you? This one is negative. And the tag question became affirmative. So you have to know that they are vice versa. If our statement is positive, it became negative. If it is negative, it became positive. So you have to be careful about this point. Now we have summary. It's a very, very easy subject. Tag question, turn a statement into a question. Tag question, turn a statement into a question. They are often used for checking information that we think we know is true. As I mentioned in the first slide, I said they are often used for checking information that we think we know is true. Okay, if I said, if I know something is true and I am expecting you to agree with me. Okay, for example, she is Italian, isn't she? Okay, and also he wasn't sad, was he? As I said, if our statement is positive, it became negative, tag question. And if our statement if negative, sorry, the tag question became positive. So they are vice versa. I hope you understand very well.